Here we have a new 2024 Lincoln Navigator. Now this Navigator comes in the reserve trim level in infinite black metallic. And then we have the roast perforated leather interior. Our powertrain consists of that 3.5 liter EcoBoost twin turbocharged V6 engine. And that's made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission. So not a lot of changes from 23. To the front end here, we get our LED headlamps along with LED daytime running lights. And sorry for the glare, it's a little early this morning and it's cold. But still terrific styling in my opinion, especially with this one being blacked out on the outside. We get these 22-inch aluminum wheels. I like that we get the power running boards, passive keyless entry on all 4 doors. And then over here we have the controls for our seats. Memory seat functions are here. We can move the thigh support. Just very adjustable seats. We get that Revel Ultimate sound system. And then we have one-touch automatic up and down windows on all 4 doors. Power door lock controls, power folding mirrors, the blind spot monitors. The usual, what we expect from a 100K plus SUV. Like how they did the storage though, having a pocket here, bottle holders here, and just tons of space in the door panel. Headlamp controls are here, we just adjust here. Fog lights, power lift gate. Still have power adjustable pedals here. And then the hood release right there. Power tilt telescoping steering wheel. And there's the seat itself. Love that roast. Just a very premium dark brown interior. One of my favorites. But I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" and longer legs. So let's go ahead and check out this rear seat room. And no surprise, it is pretty spacious back here. Even with the sunroof, my head's not touching the liner there, and that's with the sunshade back. Seat back pockets are on both sides. Here we have our rear AC controls. We do get second row heated cooled seats, which is fantastic. And then the climate controls here. We can set that to auto mode or manually adjust that if we so choose. And then if you have your audio set up for back here, you can really turn this into an Uber black car if you want to. Just make everything controllable from the back seat. But 2 USB-C charge ports, 12 volt, and then a 110 volt 3-prong household plug-in here. And then we have bottle holders right there. But to that third row, I'm gonna try and fit back here, see what the space is like. Because I just did a Tahoe yesterday, and this is about the same space that you get there. Now, of course, you can recline the seat back here, which is something that I cannot do in a Tahoe. And then that makes more leg space there. At least not on the Tahoe I reviewed yesterday. But actually it was a Yukon AT4, that's what it was. So I'm pretty impressed by that. Of course, this is, what, 20 grand more than that one I reviewed. But I mean, you get so much more luxury as well. Now, USB-A charge ports are back here. And I think that Yukon had USB-Cs, but no big deal. And then I do like that we have hangers back here, as well as right there to hang all your shirts or your uniforms if you are a chauffeur. Let's go ahead and make our way towards the back. Fuel fillers there. And then we do get full LED tail lamps. And your buttons right here. Pop that lift gate. And this one has some optional third row, or just optional all-weather mats, so a lot of them are back here. But you can adjust your seats here. So you can power fold the third row, you can power release the second row. So it's pretty neat how you can move them in tandem or have them go on their own thing. It's just a neat setup there. So of course with the third row down you get a little bit more space, but there's our view underneath with the spare tire. And I guess I will fold this down because I do need to get these out of the way. And I like how luxurious the seats fold down. Now that I'm actually looking at them, and I mean, they fold flat into the floor. And And then I have all this extra room to move all this back so that the tailgate will close, or lift gate will close, excuse me. And then you'll see where I power release the second row, that's folded flat into the floor now, so you can run longer objects through. And then just hit that latch. Needs a little bit of effort, but not terrible to get it back into place. Big shout out to Lincoln and Franklin for allowing me to review this Navigator today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But you all pause anywhere you need to for this window sticker. You can see that MSRP there. Fuel economy, crash test ratings. And then with the floor mat package here, sticker price is $106,180. But to that front passenger seat, all the controls are there. And then lockable glove compartment here. So not the best size, but it's all right because you have all of this space here in the middle, tons of room. I love how all that's open. And oh my gosh, that is beautiful with that roast, about fell. But that looks so great with that roast interior, just having that wood grain there. And again, that Revel Ultima sound system, pretty incredible. But as we come back around to the front end here, let's go ahead and pop this hood. We'll just take a quick look in the engine bay. Again, the 3.5 liter twin turbo V6. And next we're just gonna go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So nice heated leather wrap steering wheel. There's a horn there. And over here to the radio, we do get AM, FM, XM along with Bluetooth, wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto compatibility. Navigation screen is here. Pretty easy to use if you need to search for something or go to a menu, blah, 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 you can do that. And then you do have apps there, settings here, and in the general settings, if you want to change your units or language, you can do that. And then features here, so running boards, driver assistance, all of that can be adjusted right in there, even changing your cruise control from adaptive to normal. Backup cameras there. Like how good the quality is of the camera. It takes up much of the screen and you just have a nice big image there. And then you have that 360 view as well. Hit this camera button here and you can pull up that front camera. Hazards. And then for the shifter, P for park, R for reverse, N for neutral, D for drive. You do have paddle shifters behind the steering wheel if you want to do that. And then controls down here, you can power the audio off. And then you can also use the volume knob here. Tune knob is there. Dual zone climate controls are here. 3-stage heated cool front seats. You actually adjust the temperature there. It's pretty interesting how they do that. And then I love this wood grain here. Just how all of that is so sleek and it just feels very nice. But a wireless charging pad is in there. USB-C, USB-A ports there. 2 bottle holders. And then for your drive modes, you can go ahead and adjust those. And then on the gauge cluster, you can see all the different options you have there. I mean, a lot of different drive modes. So I like to keep it in normal to start out. And then we do have the parking assistance here. So you can pull that up. And then we also have our automatic brake hold. And then we have the engine start stop, excuse me. And then electronic parking brake, pull up to engage the brake, press down to disengage. Then we do have center console cubby space storage here, 12 volts in there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and show you all this. Sunglasses holders here, sunroof controls, sunshade controls, lights, you can see those. And then you can hit this button here to fold down the headrest in the third row. But there's the roof there. And I'll show you how far it goes back. That's one touch there. Hit it a second time and it goes all the way. So pretty nice. I do kind of hate that you have to close the roof first before you can get the sunshade to go back. In the Yukon that I tested yesterday, I was able to start the sunshade while also starting the roof close. And then you also have to hit all the forward ones twice. So that could be annoying, but no big deal. Now back to the steering wheel here. Again, paddle shifters are behind, blinkers are here. High beams can be toggled there, flash there, and then we can go through our track list, our radio station favorites here, adjust volume, and then all of our adaptive cruise controls are here, so we can turn that on or off, adjust the gap, lane keeping system can be toggled, and then we can cancel, resume, and then again, set the speed there. Now over here, what I like is you can go through this, use this kind of toggle, OK and back to go through the gauge cluster here. And then I like that you have shortcuts, so Bluetooth, voice recognition, and then the heads up display. You can go through that menu there. Music, hit that audio button, you can go through the audio sources there. And then display setup and navigation, you can pull up everything there. So it just makes a lot of sense having all the shortcuts there. Heads up display is here. And then behind on the right side, we do have automatic windshield wipers. So there's one time, off, intermittent, low, high. And then in that intermittent mode, you can adjust the auto wiper sensitivity there. And then we have a rear wiper there, intermittent on. And then just push back for rear wiper fluid, pull up for front wiper fluid. Push button start. And then here's our key fob with remote start. And now let's go ahead and take this 2024 Lincoln Navigator Reserve out on the road for a test drive.